Morning, Warren. After the draw against Norwich, what's the mood been like in the camp this week?
The mood's been good all the way through. It's been consistently good mood. They trained well, all the way through the last several weeks really. So it's no different than it has been. There's a bit of frustration, obviously, that we didn't get the 3 points, but pick ourselves up and go again on Saturday.
What was when you look back at that game? What were the biggest positives that you can draw out of, especially the second half performance?
I think they've shown good spirit all the way through. A willingness never to give up and never to give in, and a belief even against the top sides in the league that individually nobody's any better than us, despite the money that might get shelled out. There's a massive gulf probably in that, but if you're out on the football pitch, and we win our individual battles, that's all we can do, and I think we did that, isn't it?
Now, in terms of your experience, there's no one better in terms of having brought young players through. You've got someone like Omar Bogle coming through. You must, I suppose, manage expectations with him. How do you nurture a raw talent like that in terms of getting the best out of him in the long term?
Well, I think that's why he came to the football club. I think he came because he wanted to become a better player, and play at as high a level as he possibly can. So he's set his stall out right from the day one to do that. He's give himself something to live up to. But that's what you want. You want high demands on players. You want them to come in and challenge themselves and be the best they can be every single day. And if they do that, they improve and progress. And that's all he's got to do. Just look at this step by step, really. Come in and try and improve every day.
Well, he says himself that he's got huge self-belief. Without coming across as arrogant, he's a very confident young guy. You obviously seen something in him that you think he can achieve.
I think you've got to have self-belief in football. In life, really, there's plenty of people want to knock you. If you know that you're honest and consistent and work hard and believe that they're good values, I think in the end that'll come through and it should all go well for them.
And we've got a really big task again on Saturday against Fulham. They're very good at home, especially. What's the size of the task and how do you approach that?
Different problems. Every game's got a different problem. Tactically, and they're a very technical side. They've got some clever players, gifted footballers. They play a certain way that they try and unlock you, and it's each different challenge. And we've been up to a variety of challenges so far, and we want to make sure we're right at it from the first whistle on Saturday.
Another big challenge is the fact we've got a huge amount of games in a very short space of time coming up. That's something which is going to be difficult to manage as well, isn't it?
It is, but I think everybody, I'd rather play than train. You train hard, so that the game's easy for you. So I think the players are just looking forward to the opportunity of playing games.
And I think one thing as well that we've now got, which maybe you didn't have a couple of months ago, is you've obviously got a choice of competition in the squad. A lot of players came in. You're saying yourself it's going to take time for them all to get to level, but we're going to need that squad, aren't we, in the weeks coming?
Yeah, we're going to need it. I think though as well the lads who are playing are probably a lot fitter than the lads who've just come in. So we've got to get them up to the level of fitness to play the way we want to play. And I think we've particularly driven games late on. And really pushed. To get wins with our fitness and our desire and drive.
And if you can add competition to that fitness, then that's bodes well for the next few months.
Yeah, the young lads have all come in. It's a breath of fresh air for them because they've all come in wanting to get better, wanting to play, wanting to do well for themselves, wanting to compete, and are glad to be at the football club and trying to help the football club achieve what it wants to do this year. So, that helps the dressing room as well.